Excuse me.
Yeah?
It's tempting, but I might die. Nothing.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
It's tempting. Oh, hello, you magically popped in.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
I'm not sure if that's meant to be a compliment or an insult.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
No.
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Let's ask about those guys.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Mr. Khan.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Organise these fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his
I love it.
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
I love it. This man.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him. That's Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged.
We all are.
Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no. Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Surely it be Monsieur Merlin.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
Khan!
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps.
Which was in the
The
briefcase.
clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Okay, okay.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
To kill for.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase.
Indeed.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Right. Let's all ask about her. I'm terrified of what the outcome would be.
I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
Oh, it's going to be somewhere really stupid, isn't it? Looking for this clerk. Hello.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
This is safe. Let's be outright.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Right, well, we can still ask about him.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur.
No.
Perhaps you would care to check the register.
We already know that that's not the case.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I'd noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar.
So it's saying, use the photograph! But we know his name's not Khan. He's not booked here as Khan. It's Monsieur Merlin.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Why not? Let's go back to the clown.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
I so for the only clown here is you, monsieur. But, oh well.
Do you know a man named Plantow?
No, monsieur.
Well, we'll have to talk to the... I can't take this, can I? You won't let me.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You are trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
Let's talk to Mr. Nobel Prize winner from a country you don't know. I'll be annoyed.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
That's rather offensive to say that to him.
That is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are you from? I want to know if I should be pointing and laughing at an American for not understanding European geography. I'm sad. This man.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Let's keep asking about him.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Right.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Couldn't you just distract the clerk while I do things? Sigh.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
But Apologies. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lots of things. The clown.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer.
Ooh,
They
good
are
choice.
A pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
But where...
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
I'd like to know which country he's from. I'm saddened by the fact that that's not a thing. Are you going to stop me? No, I just clicked on the wrong place. Well done. Right, we know it's that door.
The sign on the door read 21.
It's this door, I know that much.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22.
I assume I can't just get in.
The sign on the door read 22.
I can't, of course not.
The door was locked.
Oh, of course it was. What about this one? What about 21? I know it's not the right door, but you never know.
The door was locked.
Of course. 22. Let's talk to the clock. No, let's look at the thing. We can look at the thing. He said we can look at the thing.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan.
Yes.
But the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Yes. Oh, I see. Wait. I couldn't have found out about this unless I'd called about the tailor. I'd called the tailor who gave us the room. It's basically I didn't have to talk to everyone. That's what he's saying. Okay.
What now, monsieur?
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
I want
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I cannot help.
Okay. I assume we ask for a hotel room and then we make the switch or something.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests as well. He has toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel! Are there no depths to which he will not sink?
Precisely.
Right.
He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times.
A lady.
With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
Yes. Okay, well, ask about a key.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Ooh. Oh, can I have it?
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
I could... Right, well, we'll talk to this fellow again. Oh, maybe I meant to get... Lady
Hello
Piedmont.
again.
Piedmont.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Merlin. Yes. Oh, I thought you'd go into more detail there.
Thanks for
No.
your help.
Goodbye.
Help. Inverted commas. I don't
Hi,
think...
ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
The key.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
It's pronounced Clark.
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Always works. Why are we walking up together? That's going to arouse suspicion.
I say, you there, flunky?
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
So the safe's through there.
Over to you, my dear.
Yoink. Let me go up. Run! Run! So now we use the key.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Huh. Alas.
It was a massive mahogany wardrobe.
Let's go to Narnia!
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Right. And then they've got the side table.
A cabinet stood beside the bed.
Right.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Really? Okay. Open the window. Make our escape. Ah! Making our escape. And we're on the screen from before. Oh no. Not quite. Ah, yes, that's the screen from before down there. Right.
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Let's interact with everything.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Yeah, I mean, that would be rather dumb. So, look there. Ooh. Ah, the briefcase.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
There's the briefcase.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Yeah. Red and yellow. Puzzles? Puzzle. No. 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 Bad.
The closet was a solid, impressive
No.
piece of antique
No, there's a
furniture.
thing in there. How can I not enter it? There was a thing there. I don't know what I meant to do now. I mean, there's clearly a thing there. The game's like, no, no.
The closet was...
Ah. What?
The closet was a...
No.
The closet was a solid,
No.
impressive piece...
Huh. It's like there's one blue dot here, and there's one blue thing here. So if I... Yeah, there's a blue dot there, but it doesn't like me scanning over it.
The closet was a... The closet...
Huh. I'm worried if I'm meant to be interacting with one of them and it's just not working.